How you doing? There's a lot of different things I could talk about. So I'm just gonna try to speed through it as quickly as possible. Almost 6 years ago, my mother passed from cancer. 10 months later, my sister committed suicide, and I was broken. I was working in a job. I was working at Tyson Foods. I have arthritis in all my toes, both my feet, both my ankles, both my knees, my hips, my back, my neck, my shoulders, my right elbow, both wrists, both hands, all my fingers. Nerve damage in my back, chest, and shoulder. 3 torn discs, 4 herniated discs, sciatica and spondylosis, post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, and anxiety. And I was doing 40, 50-hour weeks. It was killing me. I was suicidal. I had a noose made. I had to put in my closet, and I was fully intending on using it. I couldn't take it anymore. I decided to quit my job, and I went back to school, thinking that, I have an armed robbery conviction from when I was younger, but I did 5 years on parole, no problems, no drug, no dirty urines, nothing. I went 13 months with no employment. Downtown told me I couldn't get any assistance, including food stamps, because I was going to college and I didn't have 20 hours, and I wasn't getting 20 hours of work a week. They said if I quit school, I could get food stamps, or if I found a job and got 20 hours, I could get food stamps. Basically, I was too poor to get food stamps. And in 13 months, somebody who was already very skinny, somebody who had a coworker who, not to exploit stereotypes of another country, but Somalia is known for people being skinny. My Somalian coworker used to make fun of me for being skinny, and I lost 15 pounds in 13 months. I was malnourished, and by the time I finally got a job, it was only part-time, but it was still enough to keep me from continuing to lose weight. After I got my associates, I took a semester off. I found a job. That didn't last too long. Got fired for smoking a cigarette while walking home from work. Took me a few months to find another job. By then, I was just so grateful to have anything. I basically allowed my employer to walk over me for the last 2 years. Wage theft every week. Every day, show up before opening, clock in, do what I have to do to get the store open. At the end of the shift, do what I got to do to close the store down. I would come in the next morning. My punch in and punch out was adjusted to just open to close. So basically, half an hour a day for free, every day for about 7 to 8 weeks. The last 6 months or so, he's been following the law, but he's still on the way. And there was days where the computer would break down, and I'd be stuck staying there an hour, hour and a half after work, making sure everything got done, and I would still be clocked out at 7 o'clock when I came in to check the next morning. And he got caught for stealing some of the wages. They don't know about all the wages that he stole, but he said that the government made him cut me a check. He had his assistant, because he wants apparently assistant to be the one who would take the fall if anything happens, to tell me that I have to cash the check and put the money in the safe and give it back to him. And if I don't, I'm fired. Yeah, I mean, poverty is degrading. It breaks you down. It makes you feel like, I feel lucky to be getting exploited right now. Capitalism turns us all against each other. It turns us against ourselves. I have the assistant, I know him, he's the one who got me the job. He's a good guy, but he always tells you, but it could be much worse, and he believes it. And it's true. It could be worse. It could be worse. I've been homeless. I've been in prison. I've died. I've been through hell. I've been through a lot worse than what my boss puts me through, but it's still not right. I still work those hours. I didn't, he didn't say, oh, you can go home and then fix it in the morning. He said, no, you have to stay there until the computer does what it needs to do, so we can make everything happen that needs to happen, so we could open again in the morning. But I don't get paid. I didn't want to be there, and I don't work for free. I mean, I'll work for free if I'm at the Hope Center, or if I'm doing something that I feel is beneficial to society. But my job is harmful. I sell people phones made by slave labor, where the minerals are mined by children, kidnapped and forced to go out into mines and mine radioactive materials, and most of them are not going to live to be 18, and I have to sell the products of their
We're at time, Charles.
I'm sorry. Yeah, there's so much, but yeah, that's a little bit of my story. I don't want to say, because there are really good people that work there that are absolutely dependent on their job just to live, and he is following the law now. So I don't, and if he had to pay everything that he owed to everybody, he would lose everything. The place would shut down, and my friends would be out of jobs. So I'm stuck in kind of a catch-22 because I don't want to hurt anybody. So.
Thank you, Charles.